Hello, welcome to another video from Magnate, looking at Chinese dramaland in the past week. Before I go into talk about this week's news on Chinese dramaland, I just had something that happened to me for the first time ever during all the years I've spent on Bilibili doing edits. I started it around end of 2015, so that's like what? Almost 9 years. And during all that time, I've never received any people of the drama or film who are actually in it sending me messages. And this is the first time that's ever happened. Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty is the first drama that actually, to my huge surprise, did it. Basically, the actor Zhigang, who played Su Ming, he had an official account on Bilibili, but he never really posted anything. And his account is almost like nobody follows or he follows no one. But he used his account that's verified by Bilibili, so I'm gonna assume it's real. Commented under an edit I've recently done for the drama, and also send a live comment, which I can see on my back end. I guess this proves that again, which is the people who are involved in making this drama, the main actors and creators, they really just think of themselves as drama makers. So they're talking to their audiences, and if people have really positive responses, they come from the angle of, oh, our hard work actually means anything and gets recognition. So they're appreciative of that. I think that's why he leaves a message there. I have never seen that, at least on my end. All the years I've done this channel and then doing edits, there are a lot of fan-made content on internet about dramas, about films, or even about specific people's fandoms, right? They fan their idols, whatever. They do so much work. I'm pretty sure a lot of those things do get seen by those people, but they never directly respond to that, or at least use their official account, their name, to actually stand out and say thank you for making this for us or for me. You don't see that happening. We're doing it for free. Nobody ever pays us a dime, and often we get copyright strikes constantly. Our stuff gets taken down all the time. I'm not even hoping that even like when Zhigang replies to my edit, it's gonna make sure my edit never gets taken down by iQIYI, because iQIYI is a platform and it does it all the time, which is why all my edits on Bilibili never has any tag saying it is of this drama, or even in the titles, it's completely just not mentioning dramas in a hope of not getting recognized by the system. That's how unfortunate the situation is. But what I'm trying to say is this is the first time I've ever seen it happening to me. And also pretty much among all the editors I know who do this type of fan video edits years and years, never getting any really recognition in any way. We've never seen this happening. I've never heard people using their real account and saying thank you. So that just makes me appreciate the creative team of this drama so much more. I'm not currently working in Chinese dramaland, but never say never, you know? It can easily happen that one day I just go back to it. If that ever happens, these people are definitely on my top list of at least attempting to collaborate with, because I feel they have same level of passion and sort of like a reasonable mindset. These days, unfortunately, it's just so rare now in Chinese dramaland. So when I see this, I'm like, okay, you know, that's why Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty just deserves that bit more extra love. And I do hope the third season, if they make even more, right, it's all gonna go well for them. And if only 10%, I'm not saying so many, 10% of drama makers of China are just doing things like they do, or we'd have, a so much better dramaland than what we have now. That aside, let's go into talk about this week's news on dramas. First, we've had a drama last week I talked about briefly. Then during this week, it just airdropped on the 14th. That is the iQIYI short contemporary drama 九部的检察官 for the young ones. I've started watching this drama. It's actually pretty watchable. The one led by Zhang Yi, Qin Lan, and many other actresses, talking about this newly founded department in a prosecutor's office, and they are actually specialized, now I've watched it, I know, in underage crime or prosecutions. If this drama, after it has finished airing, is worth talking about, I will. Today, a drama has just gone live on Youku. It is a 16-episode short contemporary drama called Bian Shui Wang Shi, related to group crime, drug dealing. I believe it's outside China's border, but it's mostly happening in Southeast Asia. And the main character basically got coaxed into doing something that later he found out is like drug dealing, and if he doesn't do it, he cannot go back to China and he will be basically murdered. And that level of struggle and survival, and which is actually a really common thing these days. It's been a couple of years the Chinese policemen are coming down really hard on all types of related to Chinese people outside of China's borders being forced or not forced doing all types of fraud, and this is drug dealing. The drama has just started airing. I only managed to click into and see what it looks like before I sat down to make this video, so I don't know the details. It is led by Gao Qiling, Wu Zhenyu, and many other very well-known actors. The first thing I noticed about this drama, though, is it has gigantic subtitles and hard-burned into at least the Youku version I can see. And the unusual thing is they picked a font that I've never seen any Chinese dramas ever use, and then it's huge and it's yellow, and it's very distracting, and I'm very confused about why they do this. Anyway, just that one thing really put me off just by seeing it. I haven't had time to see other things about this drama, but I do hope somewhere on internet floats a version where there's no subtitle in that way so that I can actually focus on the drama itself. Then just before I sat down, a drama has just announced it's being scheduled on August the 22nd to go live on Mango and Hunan television. Period idol drama, 40 episodes, and that's the Deng Enxi and Ding Yuxi, the two Xis period drama, Chang Le Qu. No English title yet. Chang Le means long-lasting happiness, and it is a period drama set in the fictional dynasty. Basically, the guy and the girl's sister had an arranged marriage that's ordered by the empress of the kingdom, so they cannot really refuse it. But then her sister ran away, refusing to get married with this guy, so she has to take her sister's position. So she married the guy, and then obviously they're gonna fall in love later, and the guy is like the investigator of crimes of the capital. Like, think about him basically functioning as Lu Linfeng or Su Wuming when they were working in Dali type of situation in Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty. So this guy has power, and he is basically in charge of all crime investigations of the capital. Very typical storyline of first you think brutal, cold, cruel, bad guy, but obviously it's going to turn out to be different. A good guy, clever guy, intelligent guy, and the married couple is going to come together and solve all types of problems. So it will have case breaking, marry first, fall in love later, multiple sort of classic period drama element mingled together. Whether it can capture my interest, though, is completely up to them. So these are the things attached to specific dates. Then let's talk about a lot of dramas that have passed censorship, that have wrapped and on their way coming to us. In terms of drama passing censorship and ready to air, we have quite a lot happening this week. First, the Youku drama 一人之下. Yes, another part of I Am Nobody. It's like a subchapter of the previous one. Only 12 episodes. It's still directed by the same director, Xu Hongyu. Then it still involves a couple of main leads we have already seen in I Am Nobody. Peng Yuchang, Hou Minghao, Wang Yinglu. These three people are still there. They're still playing their role. Then you're gonna have new people coming in who would be really points of interest, such as Wen Qi and Yin Fang. Subtitled 决战碧游村, which is the final battle at Biyou village. I'm not familiar with this IP, but I believe it's still based on the original IP. So if you know about its two-dimensional version of the story and what happens in this village, this is the live-action version. That can happen anytime now because it has gone through the whole censorship process, depending on when Youku is gonna release it. Then the 爱奇艺 period 武侠 drama, 32 episodes, 七夜雪 Snowy Night, Timeless Love. That's the current title. Led by Zheng Shunxi and Li Qing, has also passed censorship. Then we have a contemporary drama, 40 episodes, 小巷人家. I believe I've mentioned it multiple times before. Romance in the Alley, that has officially passed censorship, so it also can air anytime. I feel it's a pretty suitable thing to air in fall, so let's see if September or October this drama is going to come out. This is the one that's talking about multiple generations of families living in the alleyway that's made up with a very strong cast. Everybody is famous type of situation. Older generations being played by Yan Ni, Li Guangjie, Jiang Xing, Guo Xiaodong, so they're all very well known. And then the younger generation, again, a group of very well-known younger actors, including Guan Xiaotong, Wang Anyu, Lu Yuxiao, and Fan Chengcheng. And it's on Mango. And the funny thing is Wang Anyu and Fan Chengcheng are both in this drama. And I'm still waiting for the BL drama that probably will never come out, that's led by them. And even till today, I still remember how good the paparazzi photos of that drama is. They look so good. You can make posters just out of those photos. Then we have two period dramas, both have wrapped during this week. The first one is Shao Hua Ruo Jin, Mango drama, no English title yet, led by Bao Shang'en and Song Weilong. Just by looking at the trailer, you can't quite tell exactly what the story is. What else can happen? Like, two good-looking young people fall in love in a period setting. That's it. At least it's eye-candying, and if everything else works out, it's okay. You wouldn't hope great performances getting delivered. And among all the other similar period dramas, it would be very hard to see what is the competitive edge of this one. Because the next one is quite similar. And I mean, who knows which one would actually be better when it actually comes out. This is a Tencent drama, I believe. 榜上加序. English title right now is Serendipity. Let's hope they keep it. Because it's vague enough and it kind of also tells you what it is. Chinese title actually tells you more about what this could be. Usually this is referring to very successful young men at civil official exams in ancient China. Their names becomes known to the public because they literally come to the top, and there's this huge announcement after the exam that will say who gets number 1, 2, 3, and everybody in the capital would know it. And so usually a lot of rich family will go to that and look at the names and try to marry their daughters to those guys. It's very common. And you see that in Zhivo, Minglan, that drama literally being played out in the drama's plot. So this title literally means a good potential groom that's on the list. And that already tells you the girl's family probably is really powerful and rich, and they want to marry their daughter to the guy who got to the top of the exam. And that will be played by Lu Yuxiao and Wang Ziqi. Then let's talk about a couple of dramas that have wrapped during this week. First, we have a drama that's been in shoot for close to 4 months. Finally, they've finished. 爱奇艺 contemporary drama, 高兴, Being Happy. No English title yet too. The one that's led by Bai Yufan, Yu Wenwen. Mostly shot in Xi'an, based on the novel of the famous writer Jia Pingwan, talking about a group of young people doing recycling business, I think. And they've released new promotional materials, videos, posters to get a good idea about what the drama may look like. We also have another drama. When it started filming, I mentioned it once, and now it has officially finished shooting. Also has been in shooting for quite a while. A drama that's very specifically focused on Beijing opera singer's story at the beginning of last century, 云雀叫天路. English title Beyond the Clouds, led by Zhang Yishan, Tan Zhuo, Cao Lei, Yang Lixing, and many other famous people who all have first tight relationship with Beijing. So most of them are local Beijingers. They also have family tradition or parents' generation or other ties to Beijing opera, singings and performance. And this looks like a very serious drama that really does look into this industry and this performance art. Whenever this drama airs, it will be unusual and probably not having any competitors in the same market, because the nature of this type of drama is it's hard to make and you have to find the right people, the right cast to be able to even play the roles that this drama is featuring. So very specific niche theme and story. Even though I am not a Beijing opera fan and I know near to nothing about this form of art, I would really hope that they did a good job. And I hope this drama is of high quality. Then we have 2 dramas that are very similar and they wrapped back to back. They started shooting also back to back. One comes from Youku, one comes from 爱奇艺. Both talking about end of Qing dynasty, beginning of Mingguo, businessman. The Youku one focuses on a woman and the 爱奇艺 one focuses on a man. And you probably already remember. One is called Zhuo Shao Hua, 风和起. Very complicated Chinese name, almost cannot translate that. And I hope by the time they actually air the drama, they will have easier to remember title. I really think they should work on it to shorten and easify it, because right now it's going to be a mouthful for anybody trying to even mention it in Chinese. So that creates a problem for them. It is that drama led by Re Yizha as the definitive female lead, then featuring many guys around her life, played by Yang Youning, Mao Zijun, and Tang. All very interesting. And they've released a new video going into more details about what character she's playing, what kind of relationship she's having with all those guys, and what kind of business tycoon she eventually becomes. And definitely a proper production, right? Very strong vibe of 那年花开月正圆 and a couple of other dramas of that nature in recent years. Then the 爱奇艺 one, previous leading actor of 那年花开月正圆, Chen Xiao, in the 爱奇艺 drama 大生意人, also just wrapped literally a couple of hours ago, I believe. Then you have the younger actors playing leading roles such as Sun Qian, Luo Yizhou, also featuring Xiang Hanzhi. Then these more mid-age range actors such as Li Chun, Zhu Yawen, then even older actors such as Huang Zhizhong. These 2 dramas are like perfectly lined up every sense, size, themes, type of featuring one main character, right? And then all about businesses, and not to mention what I've talked about, the 那年花开月正圆 vibe and its connection to these 2 dramas. So Youku and 爱奇艺 definitely have strong competitors. Probably is a very on par fight, and can't wait to see the result. As an audience, the more the merrier. These are everything I want to talk about this week about Chinese dramaland. And last night I've released another edit I made for Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty, focusing on the character Lu Lingfeng, of all his sort of like best moments cut together of the 2 seasons, 76 episodes of insane amount of footage, combing through thousands of minutes of worth of footage, and just pick out half a second or sometimes a third of a second from places and link them up together to create new stuff. It's a very specific, weird thing. And somehow I really like doing it. I've been doing it for so many years and I'm pretty good at it. I only once found something from a very famous YouTube astrologer from India. That guy, if you've ever watched his videos. There was one video I came across on his channel who talks about Rahu, which is the north node of your moon. My north node is actually in a nakshatra in Vedic astrology called Kritika, which is represented by a pair of scissors. And supposedly North Node is what you want to achieve or your aim in your lifetime. You have particular drive in that area, and it often represents a type of innate desire in you that you just want in your lifetime. And I remember this guy ever said once is like, if you have North Node in there, it's like you're really good at editing. I'm like, that's weird. Astrology, hey, explains a lot of things. So at least I have one explanation of why I like to do this type of painful, no pay. I put like 40-50 hours into one of those edits that end up like being less than 3 minutes, and I get off on it. Anyway, if you haven't seen that edit, I highly recommend to check it out because I timed the beats really well in that one. Really, there's only one person right now on planet Earth who would do this type of edit for this specific drama. Nobody else is gonna do it, trust me. Only I do it that way, so go and have fun. Take a look at that video. It's on my second channel. Thank you for watching New X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.